What if this exact moment was the turning point you've been waiting for? They say timing is everything. And if you're watching this before October 13th, that timing might not be random at all. Something powerful is aligning for you right now, and this message has found you for a reason. Stay, your shift starts here. 1. Why October 13th is an energetic turning point. Every year carries certain energetic windows, moments when universal energy feels more intense, magnetic, and transformative. October 13th stands as one of those powerful alignments. It's not about superstition or random luck. It's about cosmic rhythm. During this time, energy tends to push us toward clarity and release. The days leading up to it often bring situations that test your focus, challenge your patience, or stir emotions you thought you'd move past. These aren't coincidences. They're signals that your inner and outer worlds are syncing, preparing you for a shift. Think of this period like a spiritual reset. The energy encourages you to let go of what no longer resonates, limiting beliefs, toxic connections, or old fears that drain your power. When you clear that space, you make room for new beginnings. For many people, this week feels lighter yet strangely intense at the same time. That's because change is both freeing and uncomfortable. The universe uses this tension to push you toward growth, nudging you to act on what you've been delaying. Imagine standing at the edge of two versions of yourself, the one who hesitates and the one who's ready. October 13th marks that threshold. Whatever you choose to believe, speak, and focus on now sets the tone for your next phase. That's why it's so important to be intentional. If you wake up each morning between now and October 13th with gratitude, purpose, and a clear vision of what you want, you align with this wave of energy instead of resisting it. You might start noticing subtle confirmations, repeating numbers, unexpected messages, or coincidences that feel too perfect. These are reminders that you're in sync with something greater. The universe isn't testing you to break you. It's testing your readiness to receive. So rather than waiting for a sign, become the sign. Step into this energy consciously. Write down what you want to release, visualize the life you want to create, and take one bold step that your future self would thank you for. October 13th is not a deadline, it's a doorway. Walk through it with faith, and you'll feel the momentum of the universe carrying you forward. 2. How divine timing aligns with your readiness. Divine timing isn't about luck, waiting endlessly, or hoping that something magical will fall into your lap. It's about alignment. It's the moment when your energy, mindset, and actions finally match the vibration of what you've been asking for. Many people misunderstand divine timing as waiting for the universe to decide. But in truth, the universe is always ready. It's you who has to align, to become emotionally, mentally, and spiritually prepared to receive what you desire. Think of it like tuning a radio. The frequency you set determines what channel you hear. If you're asking for abundance while vibrating with fear or doubt, you'll keep getting static. Not because abundance isn't available, but because your frequency isn't tuned to it. When you start trusting, acting with confidence, and releasing control, you shift your internal signal. That's when divine timing clicks. The right opportunities appear, the right people show up, and things that once felt stuck begin to move naturally. Sometimes divine timing delays what you want, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Imagine getting your dream too early, before you had the patience, self-worth, or understanding to sustain it. The universe protects your destiny by waiting until your energy matches your vision. Every detour, rejection, or delay you faced has strengthened your ability to handle the blessings meant for you. When you're finally aligned, things that once felt impossible begin to flow with surprising ease. Here's the truth. Readiness isn't about perfection. It's about presence. When you stop obsessing over when something will happen and start asking, what can I do to grow right now? You step into divine rhythm. You move from chasing outcomes to attracting them. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Divine timing responds to action. Keep showing up even when it feels quiet. Keep nurturing your vision even when results are invisible. The moment your vibration matches your desire, divine timing opens the door without resistance. Your readiness is your signal to the universe, a silent declaration that says, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm aligned, I'm prepared, and I'm ready to receive. That's when miracles stop being delayed and start becoming your new normal. 3. The role of awareness in shifting outcomes. Awareness is the silent power that changes everything, the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. Most people live on autopilot, reacting to life instead of consciously creating it. But when you become aware, truly aware, you stop being a passive observer and start being an active participant in your own reality. Awareness allows you to notice the thoughts you repeat, the emotions you nurture, and the choices you make daily. Those small, often unnoticed patterns are what shape your outcomes. Imagine driving a car but never looking out the windshield. That's what life without awareness looks like. You may be moving but not in control of the direction. The moment you start noticing your thoughts, reactions, and triggers, you regain the steering wheel. For example, when something doesn't go your way, awareness helps you pause before slipping into frustration or self-doubt. You can choose to see that moment as feedback, not failure. A lesson guiding you closer to alignment. The truth is, outcomes don't shift just because you want them to. They shift when you start noticing what energy you're bringing into every situation. If your thoughts constantly spiral into, what if it doesn't work? Then your energy becomes one of resistance. But when you catch that thought, when awareness steps in, you have the power to redirect it. What if it does work? What if it's already unfolding for me? That single shift in awareness rewires your vibration, and your vibration rewires your reality. Every transformation begins with noticing. Noticing what feels heavy, what feels light, what drains you, and what inspires you. When you practice awareness, you stop living by default and start living by design. You begin to see how your inner world mirrors your outer experiences. Relationships, opportunities, and even challenges start reflecting your internal growth. Here's the beauty. Awareness doesn't require perfection or constant focus. It simply asks for presence, to be awake enough to notice when your mind drifts away from peace and gently bring it back. When you master awareness, you stop fighting the current and begin flowing with it. You start responding instead of reacting, creating instead of complaining. That's when your outcomes naturally begin to shift, not through force, but through conscious choice. 4. Releasing old energy before transformation. Before any real transformation can take place, something old must be released. Just like you can't fill a cup that's already full, you can't invite new energy into a life still cluttered with old emotions, fears, and attachments. Releasing old energy isn't about forgetting the past. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of what no longer supports your growth. Think of your energy like a room you've lived in for years. Over time, it collects dust, outdated things, and memories that once had meaning, but now only take up space. Transformation begins when you decide to open the windows, let the light in, and clear out what's stale. This process can feel emotional, even uncomfortable, because it often means letting go of identities or relationships that once felt safe. But growth never happens in the comfort zone. It happens in the space you create after letting go. Old energy shows up in many forms: lingering resentment, self-blame, old heartbreaks, or even the silent belief that you're not enough. These energies keep you tied to old versions of yourself. To release them, awareness and acceptance are key. You can't change what you refuse to acknowledge. When you gently observe these feelings without judgment, you allow them to move through you instead of staying stuck within you. A simple yet powerful way to begin this release is through reflection. Ask yourself, what am I still carrying that no longer serves me? Maybe it's a habit that keeps you small, or a story you keep telling about your past. Write it down, thank it for what it taught you, and consciously decide to let it go. This symbolic act tells the universe, I'm ready for new energy. Once you start releasing, you'll notice space opening up. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. You'll feel lighter. New ideas and opportunities begin to flow in because energy loves openness. The universe can't deliver fresh blessings to a cluttered heart. Transformation doesn't start with doing more. It starts with clearing more. When you let go of what no longer resonates, you make room for what's meant for you. Releasing old energy is not the end of something. It's the sacred beginning of everything that's next. 5. How to raise your vibration. Consciously, your vibration is the invisible frequency you broadcast to the universe, a combination of your thoughts, emotions, and overall energy. Everything you experience in life responds to that frequency. When your vibration is high, you naturally attract clarity, peace, opportunities, and synchronicities. When it's low, you feel drained, uncertain, and stuck in repetitive cycles. The good news? You have full control over your vibration. Raising it consciously means choosing to align with thoughts, habits, and emotions that reflect your highest self. The first step is awareness. Notice how your energy feels in different situations. Pay attention to what uplifts you and what drains you. For instance, certain people, music, or environments can either expand your energy or shrink it. Once you start observing these patterns, you can make intentional choices, spending more time around what feels light and limiting what feels heavy. This alone begins to shift your frequency. The second step is emotional hygiene. Just like your body needs daily care, your energy needs cleansing too. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, prayer, or even simple gratitude journaling help release built-up stress and bring you back to your natural, peaceful state. Gratitude, in particular, is one of the fastest ways to raise vibration because it instantly shifts your focus from lack to abundance. The third step is alignment through action. High vibration isn't just a mindset, it's a way of living. Speak kindly to yourself, move your body, eat nourishing food, spend time in nature, and engage in activities that spark joy or creativity. Every positive choice you make is a small act of energetic alignment. But raising your vibration also means allowing yourself to feel your lows without guilt. Being high vibe doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means staying conscious even when challenges arise. When you can feel sadness, anger, or fear without identifying with it, you prevent those emotions from anchoring your energy. Consciously raising your vibration is an act of self-love. It's declaring to the universe, I'm ready to embody the frequency of what I desire. And once your vibration matches your vision, everything that aligns with that frequency starts moving toward you effortlessly, not through force, but through flow. 6. Using intention to attract aligned results. Intention is the quiet force behind every manifestation, the spark that gives direction to your energy. It's not just about wanting something, it's about deciding what you truly desire and aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with that decision. While wishes are hopeful, intentions are powerful. They carry clarity, focus, and commitment. 3 things the universe responds to instantly. When you set a clear intention, you're sending out a signal that tells the universe, this is who I am becoming, and this is the reality I'm choosing. The magic lies in that clarity. Many people unintentionally block their manifestations by being vague, saying things like, I just want to be happy, or I want success. But the universe mirrors precision. Instead of saying, I want happiness, say, I intend to wake up feeling peaceful, grateful, and inspired every day. That shift transforms your request from a wish into a command. Setting intention begins with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what do I truly want and why? When your intentions come from authenticity, not fear, pressure, or comparison, they naturally align with your soul's path. For example, if your intention is to attract financial abundance, focus on the energy behind it, security, freedom, or the ability to give more. When the emotion behind your desire is pure, your actions flow effortlessly in that direction. Once your intention is set, you anchor it through consistent action. This doesn't mean overworking or forcing results. It means living as if your intention is already unfolding. If you intend to attract love, start treating yourself with the love and respect you expect from a partner. If you intend to manifest new opportunities, begin showing up with confidence and openness in your current ones. One of the most overlooked steps is release. After setting your intention, let go of the how and when. Doubt and impatience dilute the energy of your intention. Trust that your job is to be clear and aligned. The universe's job is to orchestrate the details. Intentions act like GPS signals for your reality. The clearer your destination, the faster the path reveals itself. So set your intention boldly, act with faith, and stay open to divine surprises. Because aligned results always follow aligned intentions. 7. Recognizing synchronicities and signs. Synchronicities are the universe's way of whispering, you're on the right path. They're those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfectly timed to be random, like thinking of someone right before they call, seeing repeating numbers everywhere, or hearing a message that answers the exact question you were just asking in your heart. These signs are not accidents. They're confirmations that your inner world is beginning to align with your outer reality. When you raise your awareness and energy, you become more attuned to these gentle signals. The universe communicates through patterns, symbols, people, and moments that mirror your current vibration. For instance, if you've been focusing on healing, you might keep encountering the word renewal or see butterflies, which symbolize transformation. If you're manifesting abundance, you may notice doors of opportunity opening unexpectedly or small financial blessings flowing your way. These aren't coincidences. They're energetic reflections showing you that your thoughts and actions are beginning to manifest in form. Recognizing synchronicities requires openness. Many people overlook these moments because they expect signs to appear in grand, obvious ways. But the truth is, the universe speaks softly. It shows up through subtle nudges, gut feelings, or recurring messages that keep catching your attention. When you notice a pattern, pause and ask, what is this trying to tell me? Often it's confirmation that your intention has been received, or guidance to take the next step. The more you acknowledge these signs, the stronger they become. Gratitude amplifies the dialogue between you and the universe. When you say, thank you, I see the sign, you open the channel wider. Soon, guidance flows more easily. You begin trusting the process even when you can't see the full picture. Synchronicities also appear as gentle redirections. Sometimes a closed door or sudden delay is not rejection, but protection, the universe guiding you toward a better route. Learning to trust this guidance turns confusion into clarity and doubt into faith. So when you see repeating numbers, meet someone unexpectedly helpful, or sense that a coincidence carries deeper meaning, don't brush it off. Smile, acknowledge it, and let it remind you. You're being guided. Every sign is proof that you're co-creating with something greater, and that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. 8. Trusting the process of unseen change. One of the hardest yet most powerful lessons in spiritual growth is learning to trust what you cannot see. The universe often works behind the scenes, rearranging circumstances, aligning people, and preparing opportunities long before any visible signs appear. This in-between phase, where nothing seems to be happening, is where most people lose faith. But in truth, this is where transformation quietly takes root. Think of it like planting a seed. Once it's buried in the soil, you can't see it growing. But beneath the surface, it's expanding, strengthening, and preparing to break through. If you were to dig it up too soon to check its progress, you'd disrupt the very process that helps it bloom. The same goes for your desires and manifestations. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean there isn't any. The universe is always responding, always arranging, even in silence. Trusting the process means surrendering control without giving up your vision. It's knowing that delays don't mean denial and that divine timing never misses its mark. Every challenge, pause, or unexpected twist has purpose. Often these unseen shifts are clearing space, teaching patience, or strengthening your mindset so that when your blessing arrives, you're ready to hold it with both hands. The key is to stay energetically aligned while you wait. Keep visualizing your desired outcome, but detach from how it must unfold. When you demand that things happen your way or on your schedule, you limit the universe's infinite intelligence. But when you trust, truly trust, you invite miracles to unfold in ways more beautiful than you could ever plan. One practical way to strengthen this trust is through reflection. Look back at times in your life when things didn't go as planned, yet eventually worked out better than expected. That's proof that unseen change has always been working in your favor. Remember, faith is not believing when everything is visible, it's believing even when it's not. You don't have to see the full staircase to take the next step. You just need to trust that it's there. The process may be invisible, but its results will be undeniable. Stay patient, stay open, and let the unseen work in your favor. 9. Simple daily actions to amplify. Manifestation isn't just about thinking positively. It's about living intentionally every single day. Big transformations often come from small, consistent actions that align your energy with what you desire. When you create a daily routine that supports your mindset, emotions, and focus, you naturally amplify your ability to attract what you want without forcing it. Start your day with intention. Before checking your phone or diving into tasks, take a few quiet minutes to ground yourself. This could be through meditation, deep breathing, or simply repeating an affirmation like, "Today, I'm open to miracles and aligned opportunities." This simple act sets your vibration high from the very beginning of your day and signals the universe that you're ready to receive. Next, practice gratitude, not as a ritual, but as a way of being. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each morning or night. Gratitude instantly shifts your focus from lack to abundance, reminding your subconscious that you're already supported. The more you appreciate what you have, the more life gives you to appreciate. Visualization is another powerful daily tool. Spend a few minutes picturing your desired reality, not as a faraway dream, but as something that's already happening. Feel it in your body, see the details. When your emotions match your vision, you begin to magnetize it into physical form. Taking aligned action is equally important. Manifestation isn't about waiting passively, it's about moving with faith. Each day, do at least one small thing that supports your goal. Send that message, learn that skill, or take that walk that clears your mind. These steps build momentum and tell the universe, "I'm serious about my growth." Finally, end your day by releasing control. Before you sleep, say a quiet thank you to the universe for what's already on its way. This balances effort with trust, keeping your energy in a state of flow instead of resistance. These daily practices may seem simple, but their cumulative power is immense. When done with consistency and genuine belief, they transform your energy from hopeful to magnetic. Over time, you'll notice your reality adjusting to meet your vibration, proving that manifestation isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. 10. Declaring your new reality with confidence. Declaring your new reality is the moment you stop hoping for change and start embodying it. It's when you move from "I want to become" to "I already am." This powerful shift in identity is what locks in transformation, because the universe doesn't respond to what you wish for. It responds to who you believe you are. Confidence in your new reality begins with self-declaration. Words carry vibration, and the way you speak about yourself shapes your future. When you say, "I am abundant," "I am loved," or "I am guided," you're not pretending. You're programming your subconscious mind to match the frequency of that truth. Over time, your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with it, and life mirrors that belief back to you through real experiences. But declaring your new reality isn't just about affirmations, it's about embodiment. That means showing up every day as if your desired reality already exists. If your new reality is peace, you make choices that protect your calm. If it's success, you start acting like someone who believes they're worthy of it. These subtle daily behaviors reinforce your declaration far more powerfully than words alone. It's natural to feel doubt when stepping into a new identity, especially when your outer world hasn't yet caught up. But confidence doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you move forward despite it. When that inner voice whispers, "Who do you think you are?" gently answer, "Someone who's finally ready." That self-assurance anchors your new vibration, even before evidence appears. You can strengthen this process through rituals of declaration. Write your new reality down as if it's already yours. Speak it aloud every morning. Visualize yourself living it vividly. Not someday, but now. The more you affirm it with emotion, the more your subconscious accepts it as truth, and your external world begins to reorganize accordingly. Remember, confidence is not arrogance, it's alignment. It's knowing that what's meant for you can't miss you when you boldly claim it. So declare your new reality with faith, consistency, and conviction. The moment you decide to own your transformation, the universe moves to meet you halfway. Change begins the moment you believe it's possible. Trust the timing, act with faith, and watch life align beautifully. Comment, "I am ready for my transformation," and subscribe to Pure Quantum.